Hi. Okay, so today I want to talk about something I've been dealing with for like 3 years now. Today I want to talk about generalized anxiety. So I was officially diagnosed in March 2010. I don't really tell many people about my anxiety, even though it does cripple me in a lot of ways. I think I've only really told 4 people, but only about 2 people have been really actively involved in it, like friendship-wise. Of course, my parents are pretty involved with it, or at least my mom is. I've been kind of on and off going to therapists. I do go to one now. I go to one once a month, around the same time each month. I'm going next week, actually. I just want to talk about it and let other people know, if anyone ever watches this video, that they aren't alone in this and that I've actually been through it. Anxiety is basically when fear just cripples you and it stops you from doing a lot of stuff. I kind of have social anxiety, but if I told you I was diagnosed with it, I would totally be lying to you. Social anxiety is when you get nervous when there's people around and you get nervous in social situations. Like I said, I have generalized anxiety. Some symptoms of that are like headaches and stomachache. I get panic attacks and I'm stressed, or if I'm under too much pressure, and a lot of times I start freaking out if I'm embarrassed in any way, shape, or form. There's only really been one person this year, well last year I guess, 2012, that was really actively involved, like friendship-wise, with my anxiety, and that would have been my, at the time, boyfriend. I told him every time I had a panic attack. I told him when I was in school because I was having a panic attack. I feel like it's good to have someone that really knows you and just knows what you're all about to talk to and to tell whenever you start freaking out, because it did help me, and especially my at the time boyfriend, he was always so calming to me. He was like, I don't know. He was just really calm. I really do think that it's important to have someone to talk to when you're on the verge of a panic attack, or if you're having a panic attack. A lot of times for people, that person that they go talk to is their parents, and my parents are actively involved with my anxiety. My mom has anxiety. She has social anxiety and something else, I can't remember the name of it. She takes me to all my therapist appointments, which I've been going on and off to throughout the 3 years. Did you just hear that? I hate trucks. I live in Flake right now, highway. He always has helped me through it. Basically, my anxiety cripples me in a way that, like, I actually can't get up, I can't do things, and after I have a panic attack, I just get really, really down, I get really sad, I get really depressed. Those are all synonyms. I can't really do much for the rest of the day because the panic attack basically just sucked all the energy out of me. I should probably explain what a panic attack is. A panic attack is when you are so crippled by fear and you're so paralyzed that you can't function right, and you hyperventilate and you just cry and you shake, and it's just so crippling and so extremely terrifying. At least for me it is. I can't speak for other people with anxiety and different kinds of anxiety, but I know that's kind of just how it is. I do have one other friend with anxiety, and she's actually probably watching this right now, so. But I tell her sometimes if I tell her sometimes when I start freaking out, or if I'm about to freak out and she doesn't know how to calm me because, you know, she deals with it herself. And it is always good if you have someone who does deal with it themselves. I'm lucky because I have my mom and my one friend to talk to it about, and then I kind of have that outside person. It's good to talk about it. A lot of people, when they have anxiety, they just keep it in. They don't tell their mom and their dad, they don't tell their grandparents, they don't tell anyone that they have this extreme fear, and they don't get help. It's so important to get help. I can't stress how important it is to go out there, talk to someone about it, someone who would be able to help you. Can you hear my dad talking? Going to a therapist really does help me. It's just someone who really doesn't talk to me outside any of my problems, and it's someone who's actually trained to help people with their problems, and that's actually really cool. I know a lot of people are kind of anti-therapists, like, oh, you're paying a person to listen to you. It's not exactly like that. They're professional and they know they may not experience it themselves, but they do have a good idea what you're going through, and they know exactly how to help you. I just want to make this video to talk a little bit about my anxiety and what I've been doing. I don't really do much. Whenever I feel like I'm nervous, I pick at the sides of my nails, which is such a bad habit, and actually a lot of people who deal with anxiety, or they bite their knuckles, or some people pull their hair out, or their eyelashes. I just really want to encourage anyone who's dealing with anxiety to go out there and get help. Get all the help that they need. Don't feel like you're being a bother with your anxiety. Don't feel like you are a problem. Don't feel like you're the problem yourself, because you're not. Anxiety is something that you really cannot help. Going out there and actually getting the help that you need to help deal with it. I keep saying help, and I don't want to say help. Getting the help that you need and just learning ways to deal with it. Telling people like your parents, like doctors, stuff like that is really, really going to do so much for you in the long run. It's done a lot for me, and I know that it could do so much for you, and I just want to make sure that everyone knows that I'm here, and there are so many other people out there that are going to be willing to help you. So yeah, that's basically it. So bye. Did you hear that? Really? And I think that's really cool.
What?
Someone adopt me. Do not feel like